Hi, everyone. Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Vantage and the creator of 3 Day Weekend System and Coaching. And I am glad to be here each and every week to do business leadership in 15 minutes. And I really enjoy doing these lives for a couple of reasons. One of them is for you to be able to look at your business from a different perspective, a different vantage, if you will, and really turn that into your competitive edge so that you can really have a fulfilling business and life. The second reason is for you to take an action item each and every week. Really small shifts can cause a ripple effect in your business and make an important, impact, positive impact. If you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner that you think it may help. Most common question I get asked from business owners is, Marianne, who do you work with? And I primarily work with people who are in the automotive industry and the skilled trades. These are business owners who have reached different milestones in their business, but they're at a point where they feel a little bit stuck or their business has plateaued because now they really want to have a life. They don't want their business to consume them. And that's where I come in and help. I call that owner overload. So we can help get rid of that. So this week's topic is kind of a continuation from last week. Last week, I talked about the top qualities in the top shop owners. This week, I want to talk about 5 skills of top talent. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because there's so much going on now with owners having a hard time finding people to work in their business. Every industry is feeling that. And I talk to people all the time who are just so frustrated and discouraged that they can't really find good people. On the other hand, in all fairness, you have people that are really looking for these like amazing bosses, amazing companies to work for, and they're just as frustrated as well. So I see this as an opportunity to address both sides of this because I think the frustration is being misdirected. I think there are a lot of good people in this industry. So I have seen similar qualities in top talent for decades, both inside and outside of the auto industry. And as an owner or a manager, hiring top talent is really key to ridding yourself of what I call owner overload. As a result, it can give a business the best ROI. And we all know what that is, return on investment. But a lot of people don't think of the ROE, return on effort. And that's very, very important. So I want to talk about the top skills of top talent that they have. The first one is grit. Really, they are persistent and resilient, and they're able to overcome obstacles when you think about it. So what is this effect like? What does this have on the business? The effect? It's really long-term success. They can recover from failures. And when you think about how this shows up in your business, they're pushing through challenges with ideas. They're not living in the negative. They're figuring it out. What you want to be aware of is potential burnout if it's not managed well, because people can take a lot on their plate if they have grit. They'll go, go, go. So it's something to consider. The second one is they have high emotional intelligence. They understand the emotions of themselves and of others. So when this shows up, they're actually considering others. They're thinking of other people and the day-to-day working. The pros about this is you have great team dynamics and even effective leadership. These people usually make for great leadership. Now, the thing to be aware of is they might struggle in environments that don't value EQ. So a culture or an environment that doesn't value that emotional intelligence, they may struggle. The next area of skill for a top talent is skill mastery. So they're thinking constantly of learning, the constant learning and honing of their skills. They want to get better. They want to improve. The pro side of this is adaptability. They can handle various challenges. And this shows up as applying the knowledge that they learned in different ways. Well, if this worked in this situation, how about if we try it in this situation? Maybe this will help. So that's something that they're really good at. Now, the thing to be aware of is skill mastery is time consuming. And we want to be careful that we don't want this to lead to being a perfectionist, because that can actually slow people down. The fourth skill is vision and passion. They have clear goals and the enthusiasm to achieve those goals. So when they show up, they're showing up and they're able to connect the dots for others. They can connect what another person does to that vision for the business. So the pros is they're highly motivating and they tend to inspire other people because they know their goals and they really want to inspire others. What we need to be aware of is this can lead to tunnel vision or neglecting other aspects of life. So it's important that they know that they need to have a life as well. And the last one, the fifth one is networking abilities. They really do have good relationship skills, right? So building relationship is their thing. And this shows up as being a great team player, and they're considering all. They understand other people's abilities, so they may even be great with even mentoring. So the pros are that they really have access and make the most of it to build opportunities. They enjoy collaboration. Now, what you need to be aware of is this can be draining. It can be very draining. And after a while, people can tend to shortcut it because it can take a lot out of you. So when it comes to next leveling a business, when we focus on cultivating these traits, it can really help elevate the entire team in a business. And it can really create a high performance culture when you think about it. But you want to make sure that you check in with your team regularly to see where they're at and to give them the resources that they needed for all of the things that you want to be aware of. So when it comes to this, when you think about this, like next leveling and really supporting your team and wanting to attract or even empower top talent, there's some things that you want to do here. You want to really distinguish between the innate qualities and the learned skills, which can really help develop them. So I want to break this down for you. Some of the innate qualities in these people are curiosity. It's kind of like this inborn desire to learn and explore. They naturally seek improvement, but may easily get bored. So if they don't have that learning, if they're not figuring things out and their curiosity is not something that they feel is being used, they easily get bored. They're resilient. So they have that ability to bounce back from a setback. They're better at handling failures, but they may underestimate risks such as like maybe the cost of something to the business. Empathy. They have empathy. They're naturally understanding of other people's emotions. This is great for team, but it also can be emotionally draining. And intuition. They have really good gut feelings and they're quick to judge and they're good at quick decisions and making quick decisions. But sometimes they can make the wrong decision that may not be the best decisions for the business. So this is why we need to keep in touch with our team all the time. And then there's learned skills. And the learned skills are technical expertise, industry specific knowledge and skills, Communication, the ability to clearly convey an idea. They may have a great idea in their head, but to convey it in a real concise manner is important. Workflow management, being able to prioritize the task and manage activities and manage efficiency well. That's another one that can be a learned skill. And then negotiating skills, the ability to reach mutual agreements. So those are learned skills. And a lot of times, what we do in the industry is we look for a person to have the learned skills, and we kind of forget about or really don't pay attention to the innate qualities. And that's really important when you're interviewing someone, or even when you're thinking about looking at the team that you have and really empowering them, developing them. So I want to share with you a pro thinking tip for, owners and leaders, especially in the skilled trades, the automotive repair sector. Really identifying these innate qualities really helps their team, and it helps with assigning roles more efficiently and more effectively. Meanwhile, investing in training for the learned skills can really offer a significant ROI and ROE, return on effort. Because think about it, the more you develop your team, the more you end up taking off your plate. You can empower them, and you don't have to be doing it all. You don't have to be the go-to person, and you can really rid yourself of owner overload. So it's really key. So I want to thank you for being here. If you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner that you believe it can help. I really look forward to these each and every week. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And have a great week. Have an enjoyable week. I'll see you next week.